Hello everybody and welcome back to EAFC, where in the last episode, as you can see, Bruno Fernandes denied us the win with a late equaliser, but it's not going dreadfully. We're in the Carabao Cup today. We won the last round 2-0 against Sheffield United with the sliders, and I'm hoping that we can repeat that against Newcastle. That'd be much harder to beat Newcastle, and we're going to rotate the team as well, so you'll see a few different players, and then after that we're taking on Crystal Palace away in the league. We've got a few decent sort of run of games coming up: Palace, Fulham, Leicester, Newcastle at home, Spurs, Forest, West Ham, and then we get into that really tough run: Arsenal, Wolves, Liverpool, Brighton, Brentford, Everton and Man United, all in December, which is going to be very tough for us. But yeah, in this one it's the Carabao Cup and then Crystal Palace in the league. So let's get into it, see what we can do against Newcastle. I think we are going to have some tired players. They're lining up in a 4-3-3. Tonali still there now, captain. They've got Amad Diallo on the right. They've got Curtis Jones in the middle. Orban up front, which is pretty decent as well. So let's go and see what we're looking like. Okay, Marquez is definitely not playing. He's definitely unfit, so James can come in there. That's not a problem. We'll give Oman a start. He's not really played that much this season. The back four looks good. The others all look good as well. So on the bench then, we'll chuck Garrido on the bench. We're going to give McNeil a run out as well, and we'll take Fujiwara off the bench because he is shattered. We'll put Hill on there. Do you know what, actually, we're going to start Hill. He's not had a start this season. Do you know what, we're going to start Olsen as well. We'll start Olsen in there, and we're going to start Lungo for Jovanovic. So we're having a bit of a change, actually. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Do we want to start? No, we'll still keep Papadopoulos. We'll go with that, I think. We'll go with that. And it was an overwhelming yes to re-signing Amin, apparently, in the winter window. So we will get that done as soon as the transfer window opens. But here we go then. We're ready at St James's Park. It's ready for kickoff. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough old game. St James's Park, really difficult place to go. The crowd are always up for it, even in this early Carabao Cup stage. Let's see how we get on. And it's the home team that get us underway. Obviously, we're still playing with the sliders and on Legend. That's a good challenge. No, it's not. It's a foul, apparently. But yeah, we're still playing with the sliders. I did show them very briefly in the last episode, but they'll be linked down below, like I always do. They'll be linked down below in the description. Oh, great challenge from Olsen. Thought that was going to be a penalty then. But yeah, we'll see if there's any other questions about them. What is that, Papadopoulos? That is awful. Up it goes to Orban, who's very quick. In fact, that's going to be a free kick, isn't it? Yeah. Their front three is very quick. Harvey Barnes, Amad Diallo and Orban is quite the front three. And a dangerous free kick here for Newcastle. They're lining up two players over it. I think that's Tonali that steps over it. Orban with it. Oh my word, he's hit the bar. What an effort that is from Orban, as Dragovic just puts his foot through it and clears it away. Barnes gets down the left-hand side, and well, they're showing their quality here. Rivero does touch that one away, and it finds Oman, and there is a counter-attack on here, and we did say that we are starting to play as a counter-attacking team. So a really clever pass from Coleman to find Oman. Oh my word, it was on his weak foot and it's a dreadful finish. Oh, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. I've gone for power. On his left foot, that's a goal. Amad Diallo's come in narrow to allow Molina to overlap from right back. And they're pushing people forward, which does give us the opportunity. I mean, if I get the ball out, it gives the opportunity to counter-attack. Oh, great touch from Anderson. Good save, McNeil, back in the starting lineup for the Carabao Cup. And this is the proving ground. He's got to show Scott Lloyd he is better than Hassan, who's sort of taken that number one spot recently. James off to Rivero. Good overlapping run from Coleman. Coleman trying to get into some space. He's got Oman in the middle. Great defending, though, and cleared away. Coleman holds it up. Good overlapping run from Hill in today. And Hill has done very well. Is there a cutback on? He goes for it, but Jimenez. Great defending again. And Newcastle coming under a bit of pressure at the moment. They probably weren't. I imagine they were expecting to be in charge of this game quite healthily, as Lungo just goes back to Murphy. You can see both teams do like to chuck players forward when they get on the ball. There's Murphy. Can he find Rivero? Yes, he can. Rivero round the corner into James. James lines up a shot. James! Oh, cut across it. Goes behind for a goal kick. Papadopoulos picks up the header down from Oman. James flicks it on well to Coleman. Coleman goes into Oman. Oh, trying to go first time to Rivero. Didn't quite work. And Newcastle come forward. Here's Diallo. Tonali. Out to Orban. Orban on one more to Molina. Murphy tackles him well. 10 minutes till half time and Newcastle come forward again. Ahmad, lovely flick to put it into the path of Orban. And they've gone from right to left and given it to Parise. Parise back to Orban. Newcastle strutting some stuff here as they're doing their flicks and tricks to get into the box. Orban's there again. Rivero for company. Just forced him wide and Rivero takes the ball, clatters the player, and it will be a corner to Newcastle. In the St James's Park. In St James's Park, attacking the Gallagate end. It's a good header away from Coleman, but it's going to fall to Anderson. Ball through. It's found the shot. McNeil with a good save. Oh, blimey now. We are just about hanging on there at the end as Rivero comes forward. He's got Oman making a really good run. Has he timed that well? I think he has. Oman is in. Oman one-on-one. What a save from Fournier. What a save from the goalkeeper. You would bank Oman to score from there, but it's a really, really good save from the goalkeeper to keep it at 0-0. Corner taken, looking for Oman. It's flicked on, put back across. Go Oman! Another amazing save from Fournier. This is unreal goalkeeping from the Newcastle number 13, I think, at the moment. Coleman, lovely cutback. Oh, I just couldn't put the ball through, and Tonali will bring it away, and that will probably take us through to half-time, but Newcastle have got their goalkeeper to thank for this being 0-0. At the break as Parise comes forward. Is he going to keep that one in? Yes, he is. Parise showing his pace. Really, really good pace. It comes in. Orban with a header. It's over the bar. And that is half time. But two fantastic saves from Fournier. Keeping this one at 0-0. So no changes for Gillingham into the second half. Scott Lloyd sticking with the same team that have given Newcastle a good game. Two Premier League teams coming together in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup with the home team just about staying in it because of their goalkeeper as Papadopoulos takes this ball on. Tries to switch the play and picks out Ellis Coleman well. Coleman brings it down. He's got Hill back there. Hill swings in across, but it hits Tonali. And that's going to give Newcastle a little bit of respite. Harvey Barnes comes forward. Orban with a good run trying to split the centre-backs. Hill read the pass well though and did a really good job. Coleman tries to find Rivero. Does get there first to flick it into the path of Oman. And Oman held up by Molina. Really good tackle as Costello finds his right back. Molina gets around the challenge of Rivero. Up it goes towards Amad Diallo. Back to Molina. And the fullbacks are playing really well for Newcastle today. Molina into the area. There's the cutback and Orban's not going to miss that. 1-0 Newcastle. McNeil given absolutely no chance with that one. The pace of Molina to get round the outside of the back four. And then sweet little cutback. Orban running onto it, left-footed, batters it home. Yeah, I'm not blaming McNeil for that one. I thought we had done just about enough with Murphy to cut it out. But the ball back was superb and Orban rifles it home at the near post. McNeil barely moved when it was past him. It's a lovely finish. Oman picks the loose ball up. He's got Ellis Coleman in a lot of space on that left-hand side. And well, Coleman won the header, but it wasn't the best directed header. As that Harvey Barnes will look to launch Newcastle on a counter-attack. They don't have to launch as many men forward, given they now have that 1-0 lead. And the home team are generally pretty good at keeping possession, as they are right now. And keeping a hold of a clean sheet. Harvey Barnes gives it back to Amad Diallo. Flicked out to the left to Parise, who's still going forward. Good tracking back from Papadopoulos, who all those years ago did have a stint at right back. But what a chest and volley from Amad Diallo. 2-0 Newcastle. The home team are starting to run away with this one now. Parise with some really good work down the left-hand side. Dug out across under good pressure from Papadopoulos. And Amad Diallo, great chest. And the second touch was absolutely ferocious. 2-0 Newcastle. Their class is shining through against newly promoted Gillingham. The Newcastle fans haven't stopped celebrating as Diallo could be in again here. He's cut that one back to Molina, who's under pressure from Coleman. Amad Diallo gets it back. Lovely flick into the box again. And it's over the bar from Orban. And that's going to force Scott Lloyd into his first change. Papadopoulos off on that right-hand side. Eduardo Mercado coming on. Oh, Harvey Barnes turns away from Olsen really well. The stand-in backup fullbacks for Gillingham not having the greatest of games today. But I think it's just Newcastle's superior talent that's pulled through. Oman out to James. Eduardo Mercado is in some space. And Eduardo is doing well here. Can he find the cutback? He's tried to go to Oman. Really good interception from Molina, who's surely on for one of the man of the matches. Eduardo into James. Good touch to bring it down. He's got Oman at the back post. Cleared away by that man Molina again. And it's just kept alive by Murphy. Murphy can't get the ball through. And Newcastle defensively solid. Showing why they are backed by the Saudis with millions of investment as Amad Diallo's in again. Amad Diallo gets around Murphy. Big save from McNeil. Parise picks out Tonali. He's on the edge of the box. Curtis Jones holds it up and waits for Rivero to make a move out of position. Diallo's in. Shot. McNeil, a good save again. Eduardo holds the ball up and goes out to Ellis Coleman. Ellis Coleman just waiting for some support. Eduardo. Rivero. Back to Eduardo again. Coleman gets to the byline. Coleman with a cutback, but nobody's there on the penalty spot. And he'll be furious at his central midfielders and centre forwards. It's 2-0 Newcastle. A deserved win for the Geordies here at St James's Park. Tough one to take that. I think we'd 2-0. They probably deserved it. Coleman got man of the match, or the best rating for us. Lungo, Rivero, Oman, Murphy, Mercado, James and Hill all above a 6, but then Olsen, Papadopoulos, McNeil and Dragovic below a 6. I feel bad for McNeil. I thought he made some good saves in there. Man of the match though was Amad Diallo, 1 goal and a 9 rating. That chest and volley was brilliant. So we're out of the Carabao Cup, but we're going into the game against Crystal Palace in good spirits. They've got a much changed team. Kirior back there. Johnson signed from West Ham. Akinawa, Rogers. I feel like we had a Rogers. Did we sell a Rogers to Crystal Palace? I think we did. I think we looked at that in the last episode. They got Adu on the left as well. Hopefully they're as good as Freddie Adu got to be in real life. So everyone is fit and healthy other than Papadopoulos. He's a little bit tired. So let's start Mercado for this one. And we'll put Zarins on the bench. Fujiwara still not back to full fitness. Oman tired as well. And let's give Pinto a run out for Dragovic in there. Just see what can happen. Yeah, we might need to call up another striker. We have only got 2 strikers. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. I mean, can we go back and have a look at that now? I think you can have a look at it now, can you? I don't think you're stuck on... Yeah, you're not stuck in just doing the kickoff. So let's go into our youth academy and see who we've got knocking around here that's potentially ready to play. A goalkeeper, centre-back, Cam, left wing. We got Ortiz is a striker, but he's too young to call up. He's 15. That's enough. And then we've got Zhao, another Chinaman. Good pace, good dribbling. Shooting's not amazing. We've got a Ruben Adu. Good pace, good dribbling. Shooting 56. Yildiz, pace and shooting and dribbling. Right, 18-year-old Yildiz is coming up. And we're going to see what he can give us. So, first thing we're going to do is... Squad Hub, that's where I want to go. I was wondering where I was nearly forgot where I want to go. We're going to sort by position because then it'll put him near the top. And we're going to change, not Yilmaz, it was Yildiz. Yildiz, we're going to go for Yildiz and you're going to become a striker. We're training you as a shadow striker, but we're actually going to put you as an out-and-out striker for now. 4 weeks, and we'll see how that does him. But 64 overall, not dreadful for a backup. He definitely won't be expecting lots of first team football as well, so he won't kick off when he gets all grumpy and moany. So back into the team management then. We're going to give Pinto a run for Dragovic, Omanov for Yildiz on the bench, Zarins coming in, and Mercado is going to start ahead of Papadopoulos, and that is how we're lining up. Hassan, do you know what? I'm going to stick with McNeil. McNeil, I don't blame him for either of the goals. McNeil in goal, Schneider, Jovanovic, Murphy, Cusick, Rivero, Pinto, Marquez, Macedo, Zhao, and Coleman is the starting lineup for this one. Right, the team bus is here. The Premier League top goal scorer, Jean Zhao, is available and ready for Gillingham in this one. They're going to hope he's got his scoring boots. Oman didn't get too much service in the last game. Had one good opportunity, but wasted it on his right foot. So let's see how we get on against the Eagles here in London. We've had to travel slightly up the M20, around the M25, to take on Crystal Palace, and we'll have a throw in our half. Coleman holds it up well and releases Cusick back in the team, just rested for the Carabao Cup final where Gillingham were knocked out by Newcastle in their last game. A confident 2-0 win for the Geordies. But yeah, we rotated the team and rested a few players. Oh, great interception that from Schneider, and he's going to release Eduardo down the line. And Eduardo cuts it back really well to find Pinto. Pinto's there into Marquez. Oh my word. That is absolutely awful from Marquez. That has gone so high and into the crowd. It is unbelievable. We should be 1-0 up. Good tackle from Schneider in the middle of the park. And he's one possession in a very good position, but it's given away by Coleman. Rumours that Amin could be coming back to the club as well. Bristol City not performing well in the Championship, and Gillingham after some more talented players in that forward line. It's known that Scott Lloyd very happy with his defence in terms of the starting back four, although Rogers has just made it look like a right tip, but he's put his shot over the bar. Yeah, very happy with the defence at the back. And Roy Hodgson's still in a job. But I think we need some more talent coming forward supporting Zhao on the wings. And we'll see if that materialises with Amin. Obviously, there's a few other players that Gillingham can sign of ex-players as Cusick comes forward. Dinks that one over to Coleman, into Zhao. I was trying to just hold it up. There's the level of legend and Premier League players, they're just on you a little bit quicker. And it's tough to make it count. Decore out to Ebiowi. Up to Johnson. Ben Johnson, that's his name. I forgot what his name was when I was talking about him in the intro. I was going to say Glenn Johnson, but obviously he'd be long retired. I wish Glenn Johnson was playing. We should be able to get that. That's a poor touch from Vallejo. As Cusick can bring this forward. Now he might get a 2-on-1. Oh, good defending from Ben Johnson. As Decore looks to keep it going. Ebowie, because Cusick needs to get back in position, and Murphy's trying to cause some issues. It does get through to Vallejo. Back to Ebowie again, and he's given a penalty. He's gone down like a sack of potatoes in a river. That is unbelievable. He went down in stages. He's gone down so slow. Look at that. Referee, have a word. That is absolutely shocking. And it's going to be a penalty for the home team. VAR didn't cancel it. It's Ebowie against McNeil. Ebowie, it's a great save from McNeil. We've gone the right way. Justice is served. Roy Hodgson will be fuming. Right, now Crystal Palace have a corner after that wonderful penalty save from McNeil. Coleman can volley that one away. It was such a bad corner. He managed to just volley it away at the front post. But here comes Rogers again. Rogers shoots. Oh, he's put it past the post. Rogers coming forward again. He's got past Jovanovic, who's just tripped him with his trailing leg. And that should be probably a yellow card for Jovanovic. I don't think it will be. If it's a red card, it's very, very harsh. There was nothing deliberate in it. It's a red card. It's a red card for the Gillingham captain. That is absolutely outrageous. Milenko Jovanovic, I think it's his first red card of his career. Nothing deliberate about that. The refs are out to get us today. That is two terrible decisions from the referees. Right, we're going to take Pinto off. We're going to stay somewhat attacking. But Pinto off for Lungo. Oh, Marquez missed that glorious opportunity early on as well. But the change is done. Down to 10 men. What can we do here? They've got 2 men over the ball. It's Ebowie who's missed a penalty, and he's now missed a free kick. Well, does that change Scott Lloyd's game plan here? Surely now a point is a good result. Away in the Premier League and down to 10 men. You've just got to think Scott Lloyd would be happy with that. Rivero up to Zhao. Zhao, who's not got in the game at all. There's that one off to Cusick. Rivero gets it back. Now we know that Rivero's got a good delivery on him. And he's tried to ping that one in. Too close to Goodman, the keeper, though. Marquez picks out Coleman. Trying to turn away from Johnson. He's done really well, Coleman. And he's put the ball in. Marquez! Oh, Goodman, what a save. Marquez kept this one down. And that could have given us a 1-0 lead into half-time. It's going to be a corner here. We're going to aim for Murphy. It's taken in. It's going to be too close to the keeper. Too much swaz. 0-0. A missed penalty, a red card, and a glorious opportunity at the end for Gillingham. Okay, a couple of substitutions and a change of system as youngster Yildiz comes on up front. We've gone to a 4-3-2 to try and give us a few more options higher up the park. It does mean we're not going to have wingers, so we're going to have to be a lot more centrally focused. But Yildiz, just called up, is going to get an opportunity. That is such a bad pass from Schneider. It's unbelievable. But yeah, we're looking to congest the midfield, potentially walk away with the draw if we can, as Rogers comes forward. He's got absolutely no one in the box. Great challenge from Schneider. Sit down, Rogers. Lungo goes out wide to Schneider. Schneider goes forward into Zhao. Oh, I was looking for... Oh, Yildiz, it's fallen to Zhao, and it's 1-0 Gillingham. The deflection of the pass fell to Zhao, and he does not miss them. One opportunity for our little man, and he scored one goal. The pass was meant for Yildiz. It hit the defender, and he just didn't react quickly. Zhao did. Yeah, just here. It was a good block from Richards, but then he just switched off, and Zhao picked it up, just calmly placed it into that bottom corner. And that is 1-0 Gillingham against the run of play with 10 men. Oh, my word, are we holding on. Rogers comes forward out to Wagner. Schneider closes him down well. He's given away a throw-in, but I don't mind that. But it's going to force Crystal Palace into a change. And Rogers is coming off. He's missed a couple of chances. And Mayer is coming on for the Eagles. Oh, that's a lovely first touch from the substitute. He's absolutely looked like a fool as Adu looks to burst through. Adu is in the area. We're trying to just hold him up. And he didn't get... Oh, my word. His shot went under McNeil, which is something I was not expecting. And Dragovic, I don't really want to run Murphy out of position, but that's got through to Zhao. Up to Yildiz, who holds the ball up well, and he could find a pass here. I mean, not quite the pass I wanted, but it will do. Schneider back to Lungo. Can we get that? Oh, what a crossfield pass that is from Lungo. That is superb. Cusick sees the run of Zhao. Zhao, oh, I nearly got it across to find Marquez. Didn't quite get that ball off, though. Crystal Palace look flustered since having a man advantage. Here is Abui on the edge. He's the man that missed the penalty, and he's just been robbed by Dragovic, but the clearance was rushed as Mayer looks to get through. He's into the box, and he's got company in Lungo. Lungo, oh, I thought I'd read that. Abui shoots, McNeil touches it over the bar dramatically, and it's a sub for Crystal Palace as Adu on the left-hand side comes off, and he is going to be placed by, that looks like, Hwang Hee-chan. But I'm pretty sure he still plays for Wolves. We're also making a change. It's going to be James coming on for Marquez in the middle. Cody James, the American. Unlucky to miss out today, but he's done pretty well this season. It's Lee Kang-in. That's why I thought it looked like Hwang, because they're the same nationality, aren't they? Both South Korean, both in the South Korean national team, but two very different people and different players. As Lee Kang-in's very good, actually. I've signed him on Football Manager a couple of times in the past, and he's very, very good. Here is Manu Vallejo, Bowie, who still somehow is on the pitch after missing a penalty and having a terrible free kick. As Cusick comes forward, here is Yildiz. The pass to Zhao was just cut off and just held up there. But 10 minutes to go. Are we going to hold on for what is a very improbable win? Although Manu Vallejo may have something to say about that. He comes forward again into Mayer. Yeah, Crystal Palace sort of playing into our hands here, keeping it narrow, which is what we want to do. Murphy, good interception. Not once, but twice. As Rivero is there. Cusick picking up a bit of space, but now he could be caught out of position here because he had bombed on a little bit from fullback as Manu Vallejo comes forward. Murphy puts a bit of pressure on him. There are runners there for Crystal Palace, and they've got it back to Ebuwe. I can't say his name, and he's been really involved in this game. Manu Vallejo gives it back to the right winger. Here is Johnson. Vallejo. Oh, I thought I was going to nick that off his toes with Murphy, but Lee Kang-in. Little ball roll. Squared Meyer in the 93rd minute. The 10 men of Gillingham have conceded, and the substitute gets it. It's a really well-worked goal. They drew us over into the wing-hand side. This little ball roll really took me out of the game, and then Meyer wasn't going to miss from there. First time shot beats McNeil, and it's harsh on Gillingham. It's really harsh. With 10 men, we've played really well, and that's going to be the game. It is 1-1. Oh, so unlucky. Yildiz felt all right as a striker, but 1-1 with 10 men. Oh, I feel like we could have definitely have won that game. Let's go and have a quick look and see what we've got here then. So, our best players, 7.5 with Schneider at right back, had a good game. Zhao up front, 7.3. McNeil, Murphy, Cusick and Rivero all getting over a 6. Lungo, Coleman again under a 6. Marquez not playing well. Dragovic not having a good game when coming on. And yeah, Jovanovic a 4.2, which is pretty dreadful. Good to see McNeil up there with a 7. I do think he had a pretty decent game for us. Man of the match, though, was Meyer getting the equalising goal. Lovro Meyer, 7.9. Lee Kang-in get a 7.9 for his assist when he came on. But yeah, Johnson was good at right back for them. He had a good game. Vallejo, I thought we kept Vallejo quite quiet, but yeah, Abu got a 6.6. He missed the penalty. But there we go. It is it points dropped against them? I don't know. We do have, well, we'll end this episode with some scout reports from our youth searching. We're still on the hunt for Bang Wang, but China does seem to be giving out some good players. 1.6 million for a 15-year-old. Yes, please. 180,000. No. We're in the position now where basically we only need to sign people if they're like over 1 million. But China still doesn't bring up Bang Wang, but we are in England as well. 100,000 note, 100,000 note, 190,000 note. Tom Williamson, no. And Theodore Thomas, no. And then finally, from Ecuador, Javi Torres, 190,000. He has a lot of potential, but that's just not worth it for us. Ricardo Correa, no. Marcos Fernandez, no. Vicente Ochoa, which is a great name, no. And Mateo Gonzalez, no. So the youth academies, the youth reports now are getting pretty slim because our squad is very good. Disappointing not to have won, but he did the best he could. Keep working to improve. And Yildiz, yeah, you did well. You did well. I was impressed. Well done. Right, in the next episode then it is Fulham. Fulham and I can't remember who we just said it was. Fulham and Leicester. I think we've had a game rearranged that was midweek here. But Fulham and Leicester in the league up. Back to playing at home at Priestfield. And then we'll go away to the King Power Stadium. And then we take on Newcastle again, but this time at home. And follow that by Tottenham. That's a big episode in the next penultimate episode. Penultimate? In the next episode is what I'm trying to say. Newcastle and Spurs will be pretty big. But not too bad in the league. We sit in 14th, and I think, I haven't checked objectives yet, but I think safety is all they want. Youth development is critical. Within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season. Play at least 50% of the games in the next season. Right, okay. We've got 14 players eligible for that. Get 10 games without a defeat this season. Well, we've got 5 of those already. Nothing in continental success. Avoid relegation in the Premier League. Reach the round of 16. Wow, okay. And within 2 seasons in the Premier League, finish mid-table. Okay, they're being a little bit harsh with us, aren't they? But we do have a really good board rating at the moment, which is cracking. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.